Morning everyone, it's Audrey, Stitchybex42. It is December 31st, 2018. Last day of the year. It seems like the last few months have just sped by. But here we are, the last day of the year. I've been watching some FlosTube, and there are a lot of people who are doing whip parades. I'm not going to do that. Pretty much because I only have a couple. And I'm going to show them. So, maybe it is. I don't know. I never know. I have notes. Do I follow them? Sometimes. Anyway, according to my notes, I have a couple of gifts that I want to talk about. I have some purchases that I want to talk about. I have an idea for a giveaway. I mentioned that in my last video. And, by the way, if you're returning, thank you for coming back and watch a little bit more of my crazy. If this is your first time visiting with me, welcome. I'm a little bit crazy, and I may be referencing some stuff that you might have to go back and watch the last 3 or 4 videos to understand what I'm talking about. Alrighty, gonna start with gifts. In the drop-down box below the video, I list my email address that is attached to my Gmail account. I don't use that email address on a regular basis. So if you try to contact me through there, you also have to leave a comment saying, hey, go read your email, because it's not the email that I use personally. And that's what Cyndi had done. Cyndi is Lovemuzic Isho. She has some videos on YouTube, and she's on Instagram. And she left a message for me. She left a comment and said, hey, I sent you an email. Did you read it? No, but I will now. I don't use it. But I wanted it there, so if people wanted to contact me, they could. I guess it would help if I read things, but usually it's just the comments that I get on the videos that show up there, and I have no excuse, okay? Just don't judge me. Anyway, she wanted to send me a package. And I get this box from Canada, and in it is this lovely card. Just something I saw and thought, what a perfect gift for you. Every time you have a drink, you will think about how you're not the only one who goes to war with these house visitors. And I'm like, huh? What? So I started unwrapping this box. It's a box, and it has something inside of it, and it's wrapped, and it's wrapped, and it's wrapped, and it's wrapped, and it's wrapped. And when I get it out, Vikki, are you looking? Because you'll enjoy this. Remember when you tried to kill me, but I got away? I remember too. With a spider on it. I hate spiders. I seriously hate spiders. We have a brown carpet downstairs in our living room. I hate that carpet. I want to get rid of it. It's been in the plans for the last 2 or 3 years, and that hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. And because it's an old carpet, it's got spots on it in different places. I'm nearsighted. I don't wear my glasses when I'm reading. I don't wear my glasses when I'm cross-stitching, but if you want me to see anything at a distance, I have to have my glasses on. I can see my screen right now. I'm a little bit fuzzy, but I can see enough to function. And I constantly see spots move on the floor. 9 times out of 10, it's just a spot. That one time, it's a spider, and I yell for Mark to come and defend me because I hate spiders. Thank you, Cyndi. Every time I look at this cup, I'm going to think of you. The other gift that I got, and I have to pause here for a moment. I want to say thank you to everyone who sent me a Christmas card or who sent a little gift my way. First of all, you didn't have to send any gifts at all. I loved all the Christmas cards, though. Every time I got one, it made me smile. Mark usually is the one that goes in and grabs the mail, and he'd come in and he goes, "You've got more cards. You've got a package. You've got another card. You've got more cards." Okay. I had them on the mirror above the mantle, covered the whole mirror, started working across the mantle with them, and they made me smile. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who sent me a Christmas card, because it was just, it made me happy. So thank you. Okay, I got a package from Scotland from a lady named Becca. On Instagram, on Facebook, she is Stitchybex. She has a couple of YouTube videos. She called herself the One-Handed Stitcher, because that's what she does. She has a group on Facebook called Arty Farty Stitchy Bitchy Cult. And not only do people share their cross stitch on there, but they also share pictures and videos of other types of crafts, and beautiful, beautiful stuff. A lady had posted a picture of, I would refer to them as fingerless gloves, but they were sleeves. They go all the way up your arm, not just a glove. And I have a tendency to wear my sweater all year long, and it's got 3/4 length sleeves. And my dress shirts for work have 3/4 length sleeves. And even in the middle of winter, I think that's enough to go out in my car in the morning. And it's not. But instead of going back in the house and getting another car, I don't want to go outside and get cold again. And I'm lazy, all right? I'm lazy. I sit in my car and I shiver because my sweater comes to here and this part of my arm starts getting really cold because I don't have anything on it. This woman had posted a picture of fingerless gloves, which then made me go check out Ravelry. And I found a pattern to crochet some, and I thought, well, I can do this. I know how to crochet. It's been a while since I've done any crocheting. I know with YouTube I can find videos to talk me through how to do stuff. I could make some of these. I get this package from Becca, and I opened it up. Beautiful little card in there. Is there a right side or a wrong side? I don't know. These are just absolutely beautiful. Her sister-in-law made them, and I can't wait to try them because this is what I need. This is the part of my arms that I need protected or kept warm when I go out on those cold mornings and I think that I don't have to wear anything more than a 3/4 length sleeve sweater. I'm blonde, okay? I'm cute and I'm blonde, and sometimes I just live up to it, all right? So, thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you for taking the time and the effort to send something to me, especially since both of them were sent international, and that's not cheap. So thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. The next thing I wanted to talk about was purchases. The Wednesday before Christmas at work, oh God, that was a busy day. It was such a busy day for me. I'm not going to get into it, but needless to say, by the time I left the store, I was wiped out. I had received a voicemail on my phone from Lori at Acorns and Threads that my order had come in, and I couldn't remember what I ordered. So I decided that after work, because I was wiped out, I'm going to go over to Acorns and Threads. I need something to make me happy, and I've got something there. So I'm going to go over and find out what it is that I ordered. Tell me you've never done that. I get there and I walk in and she hands me this, the DMC color chart. Michelle had picked one up at the last meetup, and the first time I had seen one of these, my sister Patty had one, only hers was just a card that had the numbers and the names of the colors on it. There were no pictures, there was nothing. And I think it was like a 5x7 piece of cardboard that had, it was an old one, old one. But that was the first time I ever knew that DMC had a color chart. And then earlier in the year, I was watching Leslie Hurley, Fat Cat Flossing, and she had gotten a new one, and she was putting her old one up for a giveaway. So I signed up for that, and I didn't win. And then I didn't think anything more about it until Michelle got hers, and I thought, I've been wanting one of these. Yes, they're a bit pricey, but I'm going to get it. So I did. I was so happy to get this that I haven't even opened it. It is still all wrapped up. While I was at, the unwrapping. Oh, nice. Yeah. Very cool. I will have some fun with that. Maybe I can do some color changes. I don't know. I will play with it. I will see what happens. I don't like that my phone keeps doing this in and out of focus bit. I haven't figured out how to stop it from doing that, but it drives me nuts when I look at the screen. It's bad enough that I can't see without my glasses that, you know, the camera has to add to it. Anyway, while I was also there at Acorns, I picked up a package of Lady Dot, her chenille. In my last video, I showed you that little piece that I had stitched, the Primitive Hair Freebie Yule, and made it into a little pillow. Well, I wanted to get chenille to stitch around it. Mark and I were in Salem one day, and we went over to Craft Warehouse, so I went back to their sewing section, and I said, hey, do you guys have any chenille trim? And they didn't. A customer heard me talking to the lady, and she goes, have you ever tried chenille yarn? I didn't know there was such a thing as chenille yarn. I don't know yarn. I don't. So she took me over and she showed me the chenille yarn, and what they had there was a couple of different variegated ones, and there was this one that had tan and cream and yellow. And I thought that it might work, but I didn't want to buy this whole skein of the chenille yarn for just a little bit of yarn to trim a pillow. So instead I went and bought this, and I probably spent more money on this than I would have on the yarn. And then to add to that, last Thursday I took the tree down. I took all the Christmas decorations down. I came up here and I grabbed that little pillow and I packed it away with all my Christmas stuff. So I have the chenille upstairs in the library, and the pillow is downstairs stored away for next year. It happens. It happens. Next purchase, watching McKenna. And she has her new online shop, 1884 Stitchery. Well, I went and checked it out. I've checked it out a couple of times, and she has more stuff up on there, and I found a Barbara Anna design that I really like. I've said that I have a hard time finding Christmas patterns that I like. And there are so many beautiful patterns out that don't speak to me. But the ones with trees kind of sort of do. And I saw this one. And I just, yeah, I had to have this one. This is Barbara Anna Designs, Oh Christmas Tree. It is definitely on the list for something to do next year. It's only got 7 colors in it. So, definitely on the list. And then, the next purchase that I made, I got from Niki. Kaniki's Prims and Whims. I'm going to put you on pause for a moment. Had a bit of a coughing fit there. I didn't think you wanted to see that. I was talking about Niki at Kaniki's Prims and Whims. I like her. I like her a lot. If you haven't checked out her videos, you need to. She records her videos in the corner of her living room, and she's got her background reminds me of a witchy apothecary shop, and I don't stitch when I'm watching Niki's videos because I'm sitting there staring at the screen looking at all the stuff she has behind her. Interruption number 2. That was my husband this time. Anyway, I was talking about Niki. I was talking about the corner where she records her videos. I am fascinated by what I can see behind her. And I like interesting backgrounds. Mine right now has a curtain that needs to be replaced because it's faded right here. Yeah, exciting. But if I didn't have the curtain right there right now, you wouldn't be able to see anything because the sun would be shining in. Anyway, I like watching Niki's videos. I like Niki's products. I had stitched Old Crow in of hers, and she had shown a new pattern that she designed, and I got it. I'm going to participate in her sal for this. This is WinterBerry Snowmen. This pattern is way more primitive than I have stitched before. But there's something about this that just appeals to me. And that's what I go for. If it appeals to me, if it says, yeah, I like it, then I get it. And WinterBerry Snowmen. All those lovely beheaded snowmen from Vikki. Yeah. Vikki, I got a message from Gigi and Stitches. She said that we need to chill our boobs and get over this. I'm going to chill our boobs. Anyway, when I ordered the pattern from Niki, I also ordered fabric. This is a 36 count fat quarter called Prim Stained. And again, it smells wonderful. It really, really does. Saturday when I was at work, I got a message from Niki. And then spent, I don't know, however long it was. But she and I were messaging back and forth while I was at work. I'm working and I'm messaging, and I'm working and I'm messaging. She sent me some links to a video to watch a lady who makes little apothecary shops out of little boxes. And yeah, I was trying to watch that at work, and every time I had to turn my phone off, I had to start over on it. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to finish watching it because it looked like there was some fun stuff in there that I might enjoy. Alrighty. I have an idea for a giveaway, and I thought, why not start off 2019 with a giveaway, you know? So, A couple of years ago, a lady in one of the groups that I had belonged to, I no longer belong to this group, on Facebook, she had shown a picture of this on her, she had posted a picture of this. And I was intrigued by it. It's a Dimensions kit. She got them for $2 Canadian at her local Dollarama store. And I was intrigued. And I contacted her and I said, hey, do they have any more of them? And if they do, if I pay you, would you be willing to buy them and send them to me? She did. And what they are is they're a little book. You can see about how big they are. When I first got these, I showed them to my son Philip, and he asked me if I would stitch one for him. So he counted how many stitches across it is and how many stitches high it is, and then he designed his own pattern for me to stitch on it for him. And, you know, because my son asked me to cross-stitch something for him, I did it. At the same time I was stitching that for Philip, I was stitching the Mill Hill Sugar Skulls for my daughter Erin. And I started thinking, would those Mill Hills fit on this? Well, they fit height-wise, but they were about 5 stitches too wide. Which got me thinking that you don't have to put the whole design on. You can do a partial design, or you can do an element from your favorite pattern or whatever. The package comes with 2 patterns in it, and it comes with no-name floss. You know, you can use that, you can use something else. Anyway, that idea stuck in my head for, it's been well over a year now. The idea of stitching something different on one of these. When I was at the last meetup at Acorns and Threads, Beth Twist was there, and she was releasing her Heartstring Samplery Festive Little Fobs, which I showed this in the last video. We got to buy them the night before they were released anywhere else because Beth was there at the shop and said, yes, it was okay. But I was looking at this and I was thinking, she did all the work for me. So, my idea for a giveaway is that I'm going to stitch the cover on this. I'm going to use one of Beth's designs, and I just might incorporate some of my witch's brew in it. So, the reason I thought about doing a little book like this is because I've been seeing all these videos where everyone is talking about recording their whips, what they started, when they started. This has blank pages in it, so you can do whatever you want in it. I think it has 50 pages. Yep, it's a 50-page journal. So you could use this to record your whips in it. You could use it to draw on it, write your grocery lists in it, do whatever you want. But if you're interested in this giveaway where I'm going to stitch it with one of these designs, all you have to do is say book in your comment. Incorporate it some way, and I will put you on the list. And when I do my next video, I will have this stitched. I will show you what it looks like and let you know who it will be going home to. So I thought that that would be a fun thing to do to start 2019. I wanted to talk about the room behind the Hobbit door. I mentioned, several videos ago that I wanted to have it made into a crafting room. And I told my husband, that's what I want for Christmas. I don't need anything else. I don't need anything, seriously. But I would like to have that done. It's a small room. This library used to be our son Philip's room. And this room is as long, with the room behind the Hobbit door, as our living room. It's a long room. it had 2 levels. So when we did the library, where this level starts, that's where Mark put the bookcase wall and the hobbit door. So the area behind the hobbit door is 11 feet wide, 6 feet deep. It's only 66 square feet in there, but it has a chimney in it. When we bought our house was heated with a wood stove, and the chimney went straight up through the room, and it has a nice wood surround around it. Well, when we upgraded from the wood stove to a pellet stove, Mark made the vent go out the side of the house, and the chimney became obsolete. When we had the roof redone last year, Mark and Philip went up and took down the chimney on top of the roof. So the outside of the roof has been repaired with no chimney on it and shingles put over it. This chimney that's in this room now is just taking up space. It's taking up probably 4.5 square feet of space. And when you only have 66 square feet, yeah, it's in the way. So I asked Mark for Christmas if he would start working on the room behind the hobbit door so that I can have a crafting room up here, because I currently have the majority of my crafting stuff here in the library, and it's a mess. It's a mess. So he's working on that. Slowly but surely, it will get there. I'm excited about it getting done and can't wait to show people when it is done. There is a bed in there that will be staying in there. It's just going to get moved around. I have ideas for hiding part of the bed, making it more functional. I don't know. When we get it done, I will show you. It'll mean that I stand in one spot and kind of spin around the room, because 66 square feet, small. And it has sloped ceilings. So it's going to be small. Okay, the things that I am carrying over to 2019. I have to finish my Alphonse Mucha, The Moon. I started her on May the 4th be with you, 2017. I have 6 pages left to go, and they are all the really, really dark. This whole pattern has been really, really dark, and she's on the stand downstairs, so I'm not going to show her. If you want to see a picture of what she is, check out my Instagram, because I post everything there. Another one that I'm carrying forward that I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to finish or abandon yet is my Witch's Gate by Whispers by the Wind. I loved that piece when I started it, and then started having problems with it and fell out of love with it, and then I tried to finish it, and then I put it away, and then I brought it out again and I put it away, and so I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. Ghoul. This is the one that I have been working on at work. I've got a little bit more done from the last time you saw it. When I was at work the other day and I was working on this, I got an idea for finishing it. So I'm now excited to get this done. The pattern on this shows another border like this on this side. There's numbers and words down here, and then there's a border that goes all the way around the outside. I'm not going to do the bottom. I'm not going to do the border that goes around the outside. I'm going to do the other side of this and finish the inside and the face. And then I have an idea for how I want to finish it that I think will look rather cool. So this is Ghoul. This is my third one that I am carrying forward into 2019. And my last one, my Christmas piece. This is what I have been working on pretty exclusively the last couple of weeks. And I am just just loving this. When I showed it to you last time, that's what I showed you, was just the reindeer. I've got most of the sleigh done. I've got Santa done. The focus on my camera is driving me nuts. I toyed with the idea of giving him green skin and making him the Grinch. I mean, it would suit me, but I'm actually making this as an heirloom piece, so I decided to make Santa be a fat Caucasian male. But that is where I'm at with Midnight Journey. This is on 32 count opalescent winter solstice by Fabric by Stephanie with all the called for DMC colors. I have Santa's face done, I have the teddy bear's face done, I have the doll's face done. All three of them are supposed to have French knots for eyes, and I tried doing that and I kept pulling them through the fabric. So when I go to Acorns and Threads this Thursday, I'm going to get the small Mill Hill beads and use those for the eyes on those three things instead. Because, believe it or not, I don't have any black beads. Oh my God. So, I think that is everything that I wanted to share with you. I'm just over 31 minutes right now, and I don't know how long this will record until it decides to just cut itself off. So I'm going to wrap things up here. I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I know this month has been hard for so many people in our community, and not just people in our community. It's just a really difficult season to go through. I hope that the new year brings people the peace that they need, and I hope they have happiness, health, have their financial needs met, world peace. That's what I want. World peace. So, I will see you in 2 weeks. Again, if you're interested in the book, leave a comment about the book down below. You know the rules. I'm not repeating them again. Live long and stitch on, my friends. Bye-bye.